That was only chapter 3. Oh my god.
So
I
much.
feel like it's taking me longer to play through this
Nice
one.
work, Teach. Still, that fight left a foul taste in my mouth. That aside, did you see how Catherine fought?
She's she's incredible, or I'm stronger. I'm stronger.
Ha! I love the confidence, Teach, but you're no match for the hero's relics. They're on a whole different level. Makes you wonder about that legend.
This is the look about somebody who knows. What legend?
Oh, it's nothing. Just the usual fanciful nonsense. An ancient relic that once cut a mountain in half with a single swing. That's what they say, anyway. But as amazing as Thunderbrand is, I don't think it fits that description.
One character that really surprised me is Leonie. She really grew on me. Right, she started to grow on me last
Relics
time.
can harness tremendous power for those with a compatible crest.
That's why I wanted to get her recruited as fast as possible.
Though you can technically use one so long as you have any crest at all. Yeah, I don't know. Long story short, I'd like to try cutting a mountain in half someday.
Ooh, are you talking about relics? You'll be able to use one soon, Claude. I just know it. After all, you've already been selected as the next head of House Regan.
Easy there, Hilda. I don't know how apt soon is. My grandfather is still unbearably healthy. Oh,
Jesus.
is this news to you, Teach? Yours truly was recently recognized as a legitimate child of House Regan. They possess one of the hero's relics too, though I've yet to see it.
That's the bow one, ain't it? Just recently? You haven't seen it? Just recently?
I officially joined House Regan only last year.
Oh, Jesus.
Before then, I lived with my father. When I learned that my mother was the daughter of an Alliance noble, I was so surprised I thought the whole world was pulling a fast one on me.
Claude's relic is a bow? I thought so. Yeah, because doesn't he give it to you in Blue Lion's story?
Daughter, right? Where is she now?
Right, yeah, because I gave that to Bernie.
I can't say. My mother is currently living in a different world than the one she grew up in and has no desire to return home.
He does?
Okay.
I thought so.
You sure have a lot of secrets, don't you?
I'm just keeping a promise to my parents. Make of that whatever you will.
With all the amount of hours I've put into this game and the amount of parts I've put up for YouTube and whatnot, it all gets kind of jumbled. So it takes me a little bit longer to remember.
In exchange for my so-called secrecy, I'm free to do as I please. Which is why I decided to see what the other side of my family was like. That's how I found out about this strange crest I bear.
Oh.
Professor, Claude, it sounds like the troops will be withdrawing soon. We should return as well.
I think it's also the same for in Black Eagles, but it can be jumbled too. Yeah. Because I'm trying to keep the information from Blue Lions as well as retaining the new information from Golden Deer. And I just know that's going to be a pain in the butt when I get to Black Eagles.
We won. We should be celebrating. Instead, we're heading back with heavy hearts.
Well, of course, you just killed a man.
Whoa there, what's the matter? You look as sad as a kitten without any yarn. If we hadn't done what we did, the rebel army would have followed this road all the way to the monastery. And they would have crushed all the little villages along the way. We stopped that from happening. You should be proud.
Sorry to intrude, but this incident may be more serious than anticipated.
It is even worse because in Black Eagles there are 2 routes over 1. I knew it! Okay. I theorized that that was a thing because of Edelgard wanting to take over and all that. So, what I had planned on at the beginning of the stream was that I was going to do 2 paths as male Byleth, 2 paths as female Byleth. I then did a coin flip through Google, and I ended up doing 2 out of 3. Male, female, or heads, tails, head, tails. I was like, okay, keep it going. Head, tail again. I was like, this does it again. I'm going to go with the first one. And then it went heads, tails again. And I was like, you know what? I'm just going to do male, do the last 2 as female. I can throw out the very basic what you take away from each route. I zoned out badly reading that. But like, and for what I plan on doing is that for this route, it's hard mode, casual. Next route is going to be Maddening Mode Casual, and then the final one is going to be Maddening Mode Classic. But up to you if still want to be completely blind. I want to be completely blind. I don't want to know anything that happens. I haven't looked anything up. Like, before I even played Blue Lion Story, I didn't know about anything. Like, that was my first experience doing that, and that's why I'm doing it this way, too. So that's why I can see what's the difference between the Blue Lion story and the Golden Deer story right now, currently. And then afterwards, it'll be what's the difference between all three of them until it gets to that branching route.
I found this on Lord Lenato. It's a note that mentions a plan to assassinate Lady Rhea. We can't tell who sent it, so the source is suspect. But the content is too disturbing to ignore. We must report this to Lady Rhea right away.
So yeah, I'm gonna have my hands
I'm glad
full
to see that
for
you have returned safely.
the last route.
Gracious with her divine protection.
I'm gonna have a lot of fun with that.
But it was not only her divine protection that shielded you, was it? You are just as skilled as I had hoped.
My students deserve the praise.
I am not so sure. I heard some of
Oh, I said the same shit. I remember that.
About fighting militia. However, we must punish any sinner who may inflict harm upon believers. I pray the students learned a valuable lesson about the fate that awaits all who are foolish enough to point their blades towards the heavens.
Our real concern is what Catherine reported. It contained a deplorable plot to target the Archbishop on the day of the goddess's rite of rebirth. The plan seems unrealistic at best. But a threat is a threat. We must maintain constant vigilance. To that end, I would like for you and your students to help with security on the day of the ritual.
The church section will
That
be
is
the
most
same no matter which route. Okay,
You have
yeah,
my
I figured. There's like subtle differences in
Rite of rebirth is
between.
of paramount importance.
I've noticed.
It is when the Church of Seros and its believers unite to pray for the return of the goddess.
Yeah, I figured it wasn't
Of
gonna
course,
be.
the knights will
Oh
be
shit!
on high alert as well.
Whoops.
But there aren't enough of them to keep.
I figured it wasn't gonna be drastically different at the beginning because you're still in the church, everyone's still getting along. I feel like it's gonna be after the time skip is when everything's different, and that's what I'm most excited for.
It is far from ideal to be forced to mobilize students.
While there
Oh,
is
shit.
no need to fear for
It's
my
just,
safety,
it's more just
we
which leader
cannot
you're
turn a
talking to.
blind eye to those who would blaspheme so heinously.
With any luck,
Right,
this
for
will
before
all
the
be
time
for
skip,
naught.
right?
Still, be on your guard.
Don't I talk to the leader, the house leader again? Yeah? Okay. That was to the previous question. Yeah, I know. I get that. Part 1 is the same, just with
Part
different
1.
characters. Okay, yeah.
White cloud,
Figured.
blue sea.
I don't mind it, though.
The goddess's rite of rebirth.
Because then in between, you still got the different supports and all that, if you didn't see them in the first part.
As the sun grows stronger.
Well, within your
nights
first
grow
route, if you didn't see
shorter,
them.
The blue sea star returns to the
I remember
sky
this one.
once
This
more.
one was cool.
Believed to be the goddess's home, her followers look to the star and commence celebrations of her rebirth. On the grounds of Garrig Mach Monastery, a grand ceremony is held in honor of this much anticipated event. Every true follower of the Church of Seros is sure to be in attendance.
Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. It's not that bad, though. It would just be more to think about if this part was different. Yeah, that is true. If this part was different, I'd be like, what? Well, one thing I thought of earlier was that there was one where it was the Battle of the Eagle and Lion. And when I thought about that one, I was like, do I not participate in that one? Because that was the Eagle and Lion battling. Was Golden Deer even in that one? I can't even remember. And I think at the moment,
Thanks.
I want to say that Golden Deer was there. Write down everything new? Yeah, pretty much. Now what? Claude would like to speak to you. Sure.
Hey, Teach. I see you're as stony-faced as usual.
White Clouds is not a bad opening. It's such a great intro to the story. It is a great intro. Like it had me on the edge of my seat when I first played through the Blue Lions one, which was over a month ago now that I say that.
I can't tell if you're feeling resigned or if you're just
Or about a
lost in
month.
thought. Or maybe you simply don't care about anything that's going on. Oh, sorry. I really didn't mean to be rude. I just find you fascinating. Actually, there's something I'd like to talk to you about. Can you spare some time?
Sure. I'm busy.
That's just the sort of attitude I'd expect from a new teacher. Speaking of, before you came here, you were a mercenary, right? Always getting your hands dirty on the battlefield and whatnot. It's a bit unusual that you suddenly decided to become a teacher one day. In any case, I've been meaning to ask, did your father teach you how to fight?
Yes, he did.
I figured. Your father used to lead the knights, didn't he? And I hear he was a legendary mercenary as well. It must have been hard on your mother when you followed in your father's footsteps and became a mercenary too.
I never knew my mother.
I see. I suppose you grew up moving from battlefield to battlefield with your father then. You know, for someone who's right around the same age as me, you certainly have an unusual amount of composure. I guess it's only natural that you'd be different from young nobles who grew up in the lap of luxury.
I've done this game so many times that my brain forgets and jumbles things together. I'm starting to feel that. My plan is to play this game 4 times on stream, 1 for each route, and try to retain all the information. It's gonna be a pain. You don't seem like a noble either.
Well,
Wow,
even so,
I'm
I
hearing
found
coyotes
that
out there.
the leading family of the Alliance. But I didn't exactly grow up in luxury like most people of noble blood. Hey, maybe that's why you and I get along. so
Wait,
well.
out where? From the game or? From where you are. So I know there ain't no coyotes near me. Yelping coyotes in real life. Oh, geez.
Folks like us should stick together. As house leader, I'll do all I can to help you out. We can start by making time for more little chats like this.
Sure thing, Claude.
Okay, so our task this moon is to patrol and guard the monastery in support of the knights, who are busy trying to stop an assassination plot. Here's the thing. I don't think the bad guys are really trying to assassinate the Archbishop.
It's a distraction.
Precisely. That secret note with the assassination plot on it, there's just no way that was real. People don't just carry around secret notes. Someone wanted us to find it.
You really think the assassination plot is just a distraction?
It is indeed.
Oh yeah, that makes complete sense. But then, what are they really after?
There are no coyotes in this game unless they put them in an update. I mean, there are dogs. And dogs can yelp. There's the demonic wolf beasts too. Or the giant beasts as well.
Be so worried.
I think there's a giant wolf
It
beast.
probably involves
if
someone
I remember right.
empty during the rite of rebirth.
The paralogue with Sothis, when Byleth sneaks out. I believe there is a giant wolf beast.
Since the ceremony
Then again,
is at the
that's a
Goddess
wolf
Tower,
beast, so.
it follows that everywhere else at the Academy will be severely understaffed. Do you think they're after the church's donation money? I
The
feel
Holy
like
Mausoleum!
quite
Yeah, but they
generous.
don't yelp.
My
Yeah,
bet's
true.
on the dining hall. It's a treasure trove of delicious food. Makes me angry just thinking about them getting their grubby hands on it.
I still say that Raphael just reminds me of frickin' Goku from Dragon Ball. He likes to train, he loves food, and he likes getting stronger. That's Goku.
Let's split up and look around. I'll keep an eye on the reception hall.
You should get in some training if you have the time, Hilda. There's a good chance we'll have to fight.
Well, I'm not the only one who needs to train here. It's not right to single me out like that.
A secret meeting, Professor?
Ah, hi, Shamir. And Cyril.
Oh, we haven't been introduced. I am Shamir.
Shamir is one of the Knights of Seros, and that little go-getter there is...
I work for Lady Rhea, and I'm Shamir's apprentice. Oh, the name's Cyril.
Cyril. Okay, I have been saying it right. Shamir's apprentice?
Yep, she's teaching me about the bow and the sword and all kinds of stuff. I've got to protect Lady Rhea, so that's why I've got to learn all I can from Shamir.
Cyril adores Rhea. That aside, if you need anything, ask.
I call Cyril cereal. I did that one day. I was like, or Cyril, or Cyril, or Cyril, whatever. Okay. Because it's funny? Yeah, it is kind of funny. Not a lot of people leveled up that time. Alright. Explore. Alright. Let's see what we got here, support-wise. I want to get the frickin' support with Leone. God damn it. Oh well. Save. I can't believe I'm on chapter 4. After 6.5 hours. Oh. However, that is where I'm going to be ending things for tonight. Because I gotta get this clipped up, edited. Cyril's pretty decent. I made him a Wyvern Rider. I did the same thing in the Blue Lions playthrough. But I gotta get this exported, downloaded, cut up into parts. Get thumbnails for each frickin' part. 6.5 hours is probably gonna be... Ooh, that's 12 to 15 parts? Maybe? Maybe a little bit more? As always, this part is for YouTube at the end. Once again, streaming over here on twitch.tv/whatever. It's... What the hell is my username? Twilight King 2019. YouTube's Twilight King. You'll see my ugly mug. Thank you, Red Leader and Richard Dang, for hanging out in chat and chilling. And this is actually fun again. Honestly, I kind of missed doing this a little bit, but I needed a little bit of a break after doing the Blue Lion story. But, yeah. I'm going to call it there. Thanks for hanging out again, and I'll see you guys when I can. Probably... Ooh, what's today? Today's Monday. Tuesday. Probably either Friday or Saturday I'll be streaming again, Eastern Time. Probably around like 5 o'clock Eastern Time. Something like that. Alrighty. And, yeah, goodbye.